Hello everyone, this is the what's happening to him, I guess the Karmic Krappenins for Saturday, October 25th, 2025. And I'm going to use I'm shuffling the deck of character. Sorry I don't have the box, but oops, if you like this deck, there are 111 cards. They're kind of slippery, so I prefer to shuffle them this way. But anyway, if you like it, it's available at the deckofcharacter.com. You just have to put in it's a long, lot of letters, the deckofcharacter.com. It was out of print for a while, and then they did a new run. I wish they'd do them in color. Anyway, Donald John Trump. What is coming down? If not today, then in the very very near future. I'm having trouble shuffling, man. These cards really are slippery. I like that they're not glossy, though. That way I don't get the glare. Donald John Trump. What's going on? His health reading was terrible. Right there. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I think this has to do with what he's doing out in the Caribbean. Is he... Yeah, I think he doesn't realize that they are the U.S. Virgin Islands, but I guess he's going after Venezuela, right? He's shooting boats. They're just shooting boats, and people are dying, and there's just absolutely nothing right about it. The way he's going on, the way he's handling it. Yeah. We do have an ocean card. So this is his karma for the day. What's coming back on him, based on what he's been doing, of course. We need a van. We've got the river card. So we can do the van down by the river. Ooh, okay. Let's go a little further, just because I can. The cards will fit, might as well. Yeah, he's doing the circus. Yeah, he's trying to protect. Yeah, it's not gonna work, dude. He's trying to protect himself from the Grim Reaper, but he can't. There's nothing he can do. Okay, so at the center, at the heart of the reading, he is at war. Literally, not just with himself, but the world. He's terminated trade talks with Canada. He just keeps throwing more fuel. Literally, look at that, fuel on the fire. And there's a river of maybe crazy women. I hate using those words together. Wild woman. Maybe the wild woman is women that he can't trust, and maybe the wild woman is the stand-in card for all of us who are waving our arms around, going, "Hey, the dude's crazy," and we're looking for new ways to take care of ourselves, to master our own lives. But the karma coming down on him is that maybe it really could be that women are taught, because we do communicate a lot. All of us do, women and men. So, but with because the circus card is here, so if we're trying to figure out who this woman is, the rules are you look at the cards around, and knighting too. So I don't know who it would be in one of the desert countries, so Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, but they're in his club, and maybe somebody he's actually slept with when he was exploring around the world. Maybe it was years ago, and now she's going to vomit out the truth. It's like a river of I don't know. This is so interesting. You guys are gonna have to tell me. Now, if we mirror these two cards, anybody can read these cards, so you guys tell me what you get. Vomiting from a cauldron of something that's been brewing for a long time. Just think maybe we could just put stew right there, and he's been trying to hide all his life, everything he snorts up his nose. But maybe what's really going on is that, you can never hide. Your body will always, tell you the truth, and it will only hold out as long as it can. I think he has naturally a very strong constitution, but that's the reason why he's been able to abuse his body for so many years and get away with it. But his karma is to have to hide himself, maybe while he runs to a desert country or tries to run to a desert country, but that all goes up in dust, and he's left stewing, trying to protect himself from the Grim Reaper, trying to shield himself from the hellfire. God. I don't tend to believe that hell realms are. They're. You know what? Honestly, I think hell realms are a bunch of concrete and materialistic. But once you've crossed over, you can get yourself out of there. It's your state of consciousness that keeps you wherever you are. But there's something here around that fire. So okay, but let me get this 9 box here. So. He is at war with the world, within himself as well. He's exploring new ways to just throw some fuel on the fire and just keep moving along. And all of this may very well have to do with immigration. And things are going up in smoke for, I think, his opportunities. Now, this could have to do with Epstein's Island as well. It could be that there's someone is bringing information out, because explorers, they go out and they go, hey, look what I found, and then they tell you. And it could be somebody from another part of the world, of course, another country that will give us information about Epstein records, videos, all that kind of stuff, right? Because it connects to the bed, and it connects over here to things that he thinks that he has shielded and camouflaged himself from, and he's got that all, he's mastered that. But the only problem with that is the Grim Reaper's coming for you, dude, and then you're gonna have to deal with that when you try to, cross over. There's gonna be that incredible, amount of self-reflection at some point that he'll have to get into, whether he likes it or not. So, and the angsty teen and the wild woman, all of that could have to do with information that comes out about the fact that these girls were teenagers, that they weren't women, they were teenagers, but now they're survivors. And there's a lot to talk about what went on in his circus of an administration, because it might be more than him. He's got to have I mean, he's a major extortion expert. He knows how to do that. Jeffrey Epstein taught him that well. His father may have done that, may have taught him well too, or maybe it was Roy Cohn. So somebody's vomiting up what's been stewing for a long time. But yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? We've got that going on. The club of, all over the world. Epstein is all over this reading right here. Somebody is tired of what they're saying that isn't true, and she's gonna put some things out. Whoever this woman is can kind of get to him like the Grim Reaper, right? I mean, I think this deck has a graveyard in it as well, so that differentiates the Grim Reaper. We've got the demon next to the ruler. Yeah, of course, that could have come through. The swamp, the jail cell. I'm pretty sure that there's a graveyard. Almost positive. Let me see. Almost there. Here's the other. See, I had to put. They show their little bits, so I had to color over their parts. Because YouTube just they'll shut your channel down for that, because they want to make it safe for kids, even though my channel is not made for kids, but still. Dumpster, bulldozer. There is a graveyard. Yeah. So he's not dead yet, but it's Grim Reaper's coming for him. And all the stress. I think I'll just end by saying that all the stress of the Epstein's files and information is getting to him. It's creating a war within him, and he can't, because he's associated, where there's smoke, there's fire, and he knows there's fuel there, and he's trying to hide from it. He's done everything he could using the DOJ to work for him and demanding their loyalty, and I'm sure he's got compromise on everyone that's under him. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. Well, maybe there's some just stupid sycophants. Like maybe, I don't know, if I was going to try to name someone who's kind of, I can't even go there. I was thinking of Marco Rubio, maybe being the least bit of compromised, or having the least bit of compromise. Anyway, so yeah, it just feels to me like something's going to come out from around the world, maybe in a couple different places, and it's all about Epstein. And I don't know if it'll come out today, but this is brewing. That's interesting. Okay. I guess that's it. Take good care, you guys. Hope you're having a good weekend. Bye.